everyone, welcome out on another walk. My name's Gareth and I'm in Sandal, which is just outside Wakefield in West Yorkshire. I'm walking up to meet the guys and we're going to take a look at something called Sandal Castle, which dates all the way back to 1081 and is the site of some real significant battles in British history. It's also the site where Richard, the Duke of York, was killed in the Battle of Wakefield. Okay, so here's Sandal Castle, otherwise known as Flip Flop Fort. We've got Phil, we've got Nikita, we've got Andy, we've got Jake. Forest shirts, we're going to ignore them. Let's go and have a look around. Okay, so I've said Flip Flop Fort there, thinking I was funny, because it's called Sandal Castle, and Andy's just said, do you know why it's called that? And now I don't know if he's winding me up or not.
You'd think Flip Flop Fort because Sandal, but it was known by people in the past as Flip Flop Fort because the ownership of it flipped between either supporters of the Lancastrians, supporters of the York, then later on, after that all resolved, it was supporters of during the Civil War, the Republicans or the Royalists, and back and forth and back and forth. That
is mad, because I honestly made that up because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So this castle was built in 1081, as I said at the start, by a guy called William de Warenne. Now the deal with that was, in 1066, when William the Conqueror came over with the Norman conquests, the Battle of Hastings, he obviously won that battle decisively, and then he divvied out the lands. Hey doggies! He divvied out the lands to those that had been loyal to him. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a bit of a circular explore, I think, because the site basically is a circle. So it's trying to find the first place to start, and I guess this is as good as any. I'm guessing this is a well, Phil.
Well, I'm not too sure.
Have you got a torch to hand?
I happen to have a torch by an amazing coincidence.
Yeah.
In my pocket, freshly charged.
Here we go.
There's no lead mine shaft, is it?
Yeah, it probably went deeper originally though. Yeah. But I don't know if you can see that at home because the grill's quite small actually, so I can't really. It's a bit of a struggle to focus, but that would have been your well then. So as I said at the beginning, it was quite a significant place. So obviously it was built in 1081 and then was extended and what have you over the years that passed. But then, it was then the site during the War of the Roses, which was the House of Lancaster and the House of York. It was a big battle called the Battle of Wakefield, which is the very large town, I think. I'm not sure Wakefield's a city, a very large town just at the bottom of the hill there. And it's where the Duke of York, Richard the Duke of York, was killed when the House of Lancaster took that battle. And this has been obviously, repaired and stuff, so this is, in great nick, but this stuff is all original here. That's incredible. And then they've done the same here, look, although that does seem to have a lot more of the original stuff still in place, look. Oh, mate, look at that, that's incredible. And it would have been huge. I don't know if people learnt about Motte and Bailey castles, maybe that's an English thing, but we all learnt about that when we were kids. And there you go. I think you can get down there. We'll go down there in a second and we'll jump up there as well. I bet there's some incredible views. Wow. Right, what's it saying? Oh, this is a map of what it would have been like then.
Oh, just there.
It's a medieval bog. Said about that well, there you go, 12 metre deep apparently.
Wow.
And next to it is a toilet.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Oh, there's two. Phil, there's two.
And then wonder why they all died of dysentery.
Yeah, there's two over there.
Wow. See, an account from 1322 states that carcasses of beef, sides of bacon, they would have all been stored down there then. I get it's cold down there, isn't it? Mate, I'd love to just go and have a time machine and just be able to see it. Phil, sing us a song.
Me? grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again.
And
When they were up, they were up. And that's enough.
When they were down, they were down.
and when they were only halfway up, they were.
Yeah,
Neither up nor down.
Okay, with that song in mind, we're going to start by going down. You might remember that song. We certainly learned that as kids. It is relevant here because, as I said at the start, this was where the grand old Duke of York, Richard, was killed. And so those nursery rhymes and things like that, they tend to have, you know, sort of throwbacks to history, like the plague and things like that. You know, Ring a Ring of Roses and stuff like that. That's about the plague. So there you go. Now you know. It's about this castle. What was the relevance of the up and down again, Phil?
I think it's because there was 3 fortifications here. This one, the other 2 have gone, and all the troops or whatever, either in battle or being prepared for battle, were constantly being dragged by the superiors up and down to different sites over here. So I think it derivated apparently from that.
So there is a real relevance to the song then,
I
yeah.
think I've just come out with that just to, you know, keep the sun. I mean, it's going to go in, isn't it, if I keep singing like that? But let's just.
I enjoyed it, Phil.
As that.
The views are amazing. I mean, I say that now because there's not like a load of troops at the bottom of the hill wanting to take my head off, so it's all right for me to look out there. But I imagine if this was your castle and you were looking down there and there were the enemy forming, it might not be quite such a nice view. Where does this go?
Okay, we're going.
Right, can we get to this or is it a stingfest?
Stingfest, mate.
I'm still going for it. I'm in shorts again, I don't learn, do I? What's in here? Oh, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I wonder if that was a little jail cell then, if you've been naughty.
Come on, Andy, what are you stopped for?
So I can fall.
Oh, I'm not catching you.
So what would this have been here then, do you reckon? Because that looks like that's an entrance there, isn't it?
Have a word with a structural engineer over there who was trying to scale Everest.
Would you say that's an entrance?
That,
Yeah.
it would have been an entrance with a bridge across, yes. But it would have been, don't forget that it's very easy to sort of look and think, well, what was that and what was that and what was that? But it would have been added on and added on and added on over the years.
Yeah, over hundreds of years as well, to be fair, yeah.
Hundreds of years. And each one would have, they wouldn't have like just knocked down and done it again. They'd have just, like an extension, bit on here, adapt to this. So.
Got you.
We've got the rear to do, which sounds dodgy, and then we're going to go.
These look amazing though, these. Oh, he's nearly gone.
Told you.
They do look amazing though. I'm thinking they're probably a later edition though. Yeah, that is. So it's a castle within a castle then, isn't it? Basically, so you've got the moat on the outside, and then this would be water as well, would it?
Yeah.
You'd thought, yeah.
Yeah, because it would have been a keep at the top, which would have been like the alternate defence, last line of defence, I suppose.
Yeah.
But do you think water went through that arch if it ever was a through passage? Because obviously it would have stopped it, the water, otherwise that wouldn't have been usable, would it?
Don't know, possibly, quite possibly.
We'll never know.
The other thing is, if not water, it would have been a killing ground, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to be fair.
So
if someone's up there with arrows,
bows,
yeah, I'm in big trouble.
Picking everybody off.
Jeez.
As they're trying to go up the side and fall over like me and Jay.
Yeah, I've been up and I'm now wondering how I'm going to get back down again.
I'm not going that way, I decided to go around the tradesman's entrance.
So we spoke about the War of the Roses. So that was a huge battle here. Then Richard III, obviously very famous King Richard III, he had this as his strong point when he was fighting during those battles, just before he died in the Battle of Bosworth. Then it was kind of handed over and over again and over again. So I guess that's what Andy was saying. It was known as Flip Flop Fort, which I can't get my head around because I swear down, I was trying to be funny by calling it Flip Flop Fort. I had no idea they actually called it that. Right, I'm going to film this.
I'll go down here, but I think Philip's going to flop.
I think you might flop, yeah, that's why I mean, it's a beautiful sunny day, but the floor is all sort of dew covered, so it's slippery. I don't want him to fall, but you know.
I can do it, you can do it.
Okay, so I'm going to walk down now, and it'll be me that falls, won't it? Because I deserve it for you know, nearly mocking him falling. Whoa! Whoa. There we go, mate. Oh, actually, I'm going to go as well. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Mate, It's like a slalom. Right. Okay. So Richard III, he dies at the Battle of Bosworth, which is down in Leicestershire. Then it gets handed to a bunch of different people, blah blah blah. Then it falls into to royalist hands during the. I'm in the moat.
Come on, Nick.
During the English Civil War.
I'm going to get a shout out.
Now, the Parliamentarians, so Oliver Cromwell, they besieged this castle 3 separate times, and they couldn't get in the first 2 times. They, you know, they huffed and they puffed, and they couldn't knock the wall down, basically. So the royalists inside had enough food storage, and I'm guessing from that well we looked at a minute ago, enough access to water to survive. But the 3rd time, it fell. And so then the Parliamentarians took over it, and what they did is they basically, thinking of the better term, with a boat it's called scuttling, isn't it? You basically destroy it purposely. They destroyed it, and that's the state that it's in now. That was in 1645, I believe. So now we're on the outer perimeter. So all this here is all water. That's the moat. So people that are obviously besieging it, they've got to get all the way to here. Then they're going to have to get over the water. Then they're going to have to get up there. And obviously this would have all been walled. And the whole time, people up there with longbows are picking you off. So these would have been bloody scenes. You know, if you walk into a room after, you know, maybe your brother and sister or your parents or whatever have had a row, and you know that they've had a row, even without hearing it, you can walk in and go, have you two had a row? Because you just know, because the atmosphere. And I always think with places like this, you know, you've had that many bloody battles and that much death and destruction over hundreds of years, continuously. And it might sound mad, but I always think that that must stay in the land or in the atmosphere. Phil, is that Wakefield there, mate, or is that Bradford?
Yeah, Wakefield, mate.
It's Wakefield, is it?
Yeah.
This looks like an entrance as well, Phil. So I'm wondering if there was a gatehouse here or a gatehouse there originally.
Well, there'd be one main one, wouldn't there? There'd be subsidiaries as you go around, especially with a moat as long as this. I would have thought you'd only have one, though, for security reasons.
You think, wouldn't you?
But that does look like a small one, doesn't it?
Yeah. So maybe a drawbridge on that.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Bosh, yeah.
Because it's not subsidence, that's tailor-made, isn't it, that is, look. So that was built like that.
He's got subsidence in there again.
Oh, subsidence, good.
Right. I'm not even counting the stairs, but I am doing them sort of 3 at a time. Phil got up here like a blooming greyhound. Wow. Got the stonework. Amazing. And the views are getting better with every step. I'm hoping the wind ain't going to be too bad up here. I apologise in advance if it is. Wow. Oh geez, how big's that drop?
Not as deep as you might think.
Alright, be careful there.
What it is, I think it's just going well.
I suppose, yeah, they must have access to water up here if they're camped out at the top then, yeah. Andy. Yeah, they'd have to, wouldn't they?
Yeah. What about lowering stuff down to a lower level, maybe? Would they have be able to do that in them days? Probably not.
I think that your main objective of having this is defence. So it's all about, you know, protecting yourself from attackers. But I mean, although we've talked about Richard of York getting killed here and had his head cut off, as you know, and sent over to York on a spike and then mounted on the York walls.
Beautiful times.
Yeah, he actually, and nobody knows exactly why, left he was in the castle and he left to go and join the battle, which was on the fields down there.
So the Battle of Wakefield was there, was it?
Yes.
Wow.
And he was in the castle here, protected, and for whatever reason, maybe he was overconfident, maybe he didn't think there was as many people or whatever, he left the castle and went and joined battle with them on those fields down there, and then died.
The rest is history.
Yes.
Wow.
Imagine keeping his head fresh on a horse all the way to York.
I don't think it would have been kept fresh.
I love it, that's how he thinks though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they not refrigerate it?
Welcome to having Phil as a friend.
I was clearly joking. I'm just thinking what state it'd been in.
Not a great state. Not a great state.
I always get a little bit worried when Phil just sends you a random text saying, how do you think you can get ahead from Wakefield to York without it being falling to bits?
Only express, mate.
So that's us then, Sandal Castle. Jake's running round. Can he get in before the outro is finished? He's running, he's running. Here he is. Cheers for watching, hope you enjoyed that. And as always, we'll see you next time. See you later.
See you later.